them artists that them didn't know you like them they walk into the room and be like, yo, how old are you? Tell you can go to school.
Yeah, I mean, even I saw the name kind of come out too. I think it was like my record. I would have said like Future Fanboy, I think, and it was like a late night. I might be like, yo, I have to kind of wrap up because I have school at morning.
School at morning.
And I think our fanboy did say, it was like, yo, yeah, how much? Like, yo, yeah, you're just 12, you're a genius. So I think I saw the name did start come on and start stick.
I are the one, and they are the two. What?
Welcome to the Bossiers Podcast, where the voice is loud and the reason is raw. People here, we have Stephen the Genius.
Yeah, Bossiers, we're there.
And funny thing, a lot of people might not even know how this man look.
No, that's a real thing.
That brother has been incognito. No, everybody want to know who Stephen the Genius is. This is actually the creator of Gully versus Gaza. All right, we're not gonna really go so far, but this has been one of the most influential producers in our Jamaican history, especially if you're a millennial growing up.
Yeah, our generation for sure.
And I never knew you were a millennial. That's the thing. So, make the people them know like a background for you.
Wow, background, I mean, forward from a musical family, Freddie McGregor, my father. So that's kind of how me get into music. We have a studio at the house from I was like maybe about 5. So, we just end up like
mess around with
the studio. Like, I never have intention to be a producer, but we just mess around with the thing them to start learn to play instrument by ear. Just develop the skill without even realizing. So fast forward to about I started the music when I was like 5. Record a song first named School Done Rule.
You record a song when you're 5?
Yeah. It's on the internet same way, man. A song named School Done Rule. But then fast forward, I get in a production like probably around 10, 11. That's when I really start figure out like production and then we start sell rhythm to like local producers and things.
Yeah, sell rhythm when you're 11.
Yeah, that's a whole like I start know some music, like people make money off of music. Cause me they just want the music just to be part of it. I never did have no plan for make it a career. So cause so young, you don't have no responsibility, you don't need.
So which part you there at the time? That was Big Ship? When
yeah, man. Yeah, so my father built a studio on the other side of the house. Yeah, like 95, 94. So I'm like 4 or 5 them time there. And then that's how we just start getting to it.
Yo, it's so like, brother, when me I 11, me I climb mango tree and drop out and them thing that you have mess around music key.
No, but that even an important part for show you how like even parents facilitating situations like that super important because if my father never built a studio, who knows what you end up at do? Yeah. Or I probably wouldn't even realize my musical talent because they just did it as a resource. So.
And then cause you used to go Arden.
Yeah, big school.
So, Arden have this mystique about it. So Arden have you, Alkaline.
Yeah, that's after my time. Coffee, me, Russian, Jesse Royal. Holy fuck, we got Arden, man.
Jesse Royal used to go Arden?
Yeah.
Jesse Royal used to go Casey? I could have sweated Jesse Royal go
him and Russian, them I think was probably in the same year, probably like ahead of me. But yeah, all I would do go to like the same time.
That means that the music program Arden, big man.
But to be honest, them never really focused, man. Arden are more like spelling bee and school challenge quiz on them vibe there. But yeah, enough musicians come out of it.
But it's funny. Remember one time, a reason I tell me say, when I used to go Arden, enough people never ever know say you would have met the song.
Oh yeah. No, cause I never used to talk about music at school. So me like, I remember what time school would I done. Like school done 2:30, 2:40, nobody can see me. Oh, cause them time when I start get so interested in the music. So I just want to go home and just like practice.
Mess around with the keys.
I miss out nothing like the regular youth life because of that, but at the sacrifice will help me develop my career so fast. So by the time people know about me when we're like 15, 16, I have years of practice already, just in the background.
So wait, hold on. At 15, that's like when you start.
That's like when we like have real like we have like Red Bull and Guinness them time that where them do them from Billboard chart, but I'm still at high school.
Red Bull and Guinness and where them I do.
Yeah.
Big long gonna run out pan them. Yo, produced that when you're 15 years old.
Yeah. So we did that with Deli Ranks. So yeah, man like 14, 15. But again, that's just me just sort of go.
Yeah, you, but wait.
Yeah.
Them artists that them didn't know you, like them that walk into the room and be like, yo, how old are you? Tell you can I go to school.
Yeah, I mean, even I saw the name kind of come out too. I think it was like my record, I would have said like Future Fanboy, I think. And it was like a late night, and I'd be like, yo, I have to kind of wrap up, because I have school at morning.
School at morning.
And I think a fanboy did say, it was like, yo, yeah, how much? Like, yo, yeah, you're just 12, you're a genius. So I think I saw the name did start come on and start stick.
But that just so like different, Mike, because them time that me and you, what you would even know, you know. All right, so before my uncle drop out, God rest him soul, but me come around you already.
Yeah, so
when you're young.
Yeah.
So it's like you're bridging from Arden, did know my uncle.
Keto.
Yeah,
Keto
and we end up run a big ship when me a youth. And me remember like you sneak out and you left with me, my uncle and Keto. And you say, yo, you can't bother, cause if man see them, I go just a throw CD gear, like you say, yo.
No, them time that the studio thing hectic. But you know, a part of it come with it through. You know, them time that I think our studio was like the last of the studio yard kind of vibe.
Yeah,
you always hear artists
big
talk
yard
about that,
and
but like where artists just hang out and things active. Now everybody kind of isolated and I do them own thing.
Yeah, cause it get easier for produce music now, right?
Yeah, but that's kind of the gift and the curse. Because it's so easier now, because the community aspect of music make it better. To me personally.
Yeah.
Because you have the natural competition too, and then you have like advice. Like even when me I voice up juggling, everybody would have involved. So like would have voice Ellie for example, and then a next man, Kartel or somebody would have come voice the next day. And like would have joke about it, Ellie would have be like, yo, which one reach for the rhythm now? Yo, I'm still the top 5 and like, you know, but it add to the
and
whole...
then ideas kinda like bounce off at each other.
Yeah, everybody bounce off. Not from a big rhythm them I saw them voice up like quick 3-4 day time. 15 songs because everybody just have energy and just a bounce up. Now when you send a man a rhythm, him just lock go in a film world and you don't really have the same, the same
the community.
Yeah, so it's super important for real.
Me can't believe me I say it, cause I come like me I get old. That me prefer, but and it's true. Mostly the gun songs still, but me kinda.
Yeah. What are the feel?
Me didn't like that era there more than the era of dancehall with me. But we have now, but we just remember like, the 3 o'clock in the morning. I say, what them thing there was like when you're like Vice the man them. Cause me afraid of Mavado. Brother, Mavado and my artist, me was fully Gully God.
No, big up Gully God, my brother.
Big up Vado, anyway there. Me was Gully God, brother. And my grandmother was a Christian, my youth. You see, when Vado used to say, anyway, brother.
Yeah. But even that, like, the 3 o'clock in the morning thing, enough people think, enough of the clash thing, they plan like that.
Yeah.
Like, I think we did show you this one time where, so, the rhythm there was, Daybreak rhythm?
Yeah, that with broad daylight and
bleach with cream.
Yeah, bleach with cream.
But when they have the rhythm voice up before, so the rhythm they done, I think Vado was the last person with voice fan, and the voice, that song they just shut on the bleach with cream. But, so I remember the night, we done mix the rhythm. Them time, when you done the rhythm, you send it to Johnny one day and him blast it and whatever. Yeah. But me usually have a process when I go through and listen back all of the mix them, the clean and the raw version, for make sure everything.
Yeah.
Mix them good. Mavado song are the last song we have in the mix for I'll never forget. Them time I don't have no camera at the studio yet, but so I listen to all of the mix them, everything clean. Listen to the Mavado song and the intro play, and remember Kartel forward at the studio. But him never forward for work or nothing. I'm just like my go man, I'm just a stop and I say, I'm just pass through. But literally, the intro for the song I play, and as soon as him open the door, shut on a bleach with cream. Yo, in my mind, I say, yo, what is now? And him just walk back out and walk straight on the booth and just put on the headphone. I'm just say, here we go again.
Hey, but the two song them the boss, but the Kartel kind of like get a go ahead. But me, my youth, Mavado, the way me listen to Mavado, my youth, when you're there now, when you grew up in a certain neighborhood, you see the feeling when Mavado with him voice, dog.
Yeah, I'm seeing with that different. I mean, to be honest too, I feel like Mavado, is a more Vado kind of more to himself, so I'm not really got like do the whole social media thing and so much, but him, I feel like really responsible for the better half of why modern dancehall sound like how it sound now. Because of
The
him
melody and the
reintroduced the
singing.
melody thing. Because before him, I just like people before like
Yeah.
Wayne Wonder them and like or little before to like Wayne Marshall them did I do it, but him really solidified a new element of like hardcore singing but melody. Cause remember when Vado Bus, every man still a DJ fast and a bare
Yeah.
lyrics thing. So him really, and then when you listen dancehall now, everybody, even the most lyrical artists, them know a melody them a sing. So I feel like Vado for get enough credit for that for real.
I know why I know so that a fax. So back in them days, a fast music I play, but I'm so
Yeah.
special did
Yeah,
actually make it
No, man.
out.
for sure.
And to me, when we just hear that song there, Vado, if you ever watch this, I grow that song they grow it for me, Because I said that brother I say I'm so special about 50 times in that song. But me I say, hey,
No,
After
big,
a
big,
while-
big song that though. Big song.
music have a thing where it will grow.
Yeah.
And like nowadays, me feel like so much music I make
Yeah, not
So
get
that
that chance. to
is
grow.
like a song out today, and them not get a chance for make it no way. It just like stop.
And the consumer them too, because we consume music so different, so it's more fast paced. Cause I think I'll mess up the numbers, but I believe them say like 60,000 or 90,000 song released on Spotify every day.
Every day.
So, like every day. So you can imagine how much music will come out. So it's hard for people hold on to. And back in the day too, when you have to buy an album,
Yeah, you did have
you
to
know,
buy
different. So
album
you
and
spend your
them thing
$17, you say, "I rinse that
there. You
album."
say you
yeah.
can listen to the whole of
But
this.
now you just have music at your disposal, so it probably the value less for the consumer them. So the music not last as long, but
So you know think technology have a big factor for doing it too, because like when you did have a rhythm,
Mhm.
you did have to call all of them for like 3 nights and say yo, say yo, you have to have like all of them number and call everybody and say yo, me have a new rhythm forward because
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, me never even have enough of them and them number like that.
yo, you are
Because
the
of how we
last
work.
artist, you are
So
the
just,
last producer where have
Of everybody.
everybody for one
Yeah,
rhythm.
yeah,
That not getting a dancehall, you know.
yeah, true. The game missed that for real. That's the element where most people complain about say it missing. But I mean, also, I feel like a big part of it, everybody experience music different. And our generation experience the music where we experience.
At that.
So always
So-
the high tide that for we. The
So-
new youth now experience music as
The-
them I get it now.
The
so
younger
them not know-
generation, I get it different.
Yeah. Just like our parents, Bob Marley music means something different to them. Because them did live the time when it
That
just
is
a
true.
release and whatever. We hear it now and we appreciate it, but it's not the same for we. But we remember when you hear them Gully guys, I think they just say, yo.
like but me still feel like say them people that still a go road now, them people that so even when you go out now, yeah, dancehall is dancehall, it a go always. But if you're a DJ, if you play no bleach with cream and don't play broad daylight after
Yeah.
it, just leave. Just take up your laptop and just cut.
I still a prime time part of the dance for sure.
Like
for sure.
the catalog, let me tell you see the catalog from like 05 to like 09 or 2010.
Mhm.
Probably maybe over in a 2011 with like the overproof rhythm them
Yeah.
and
2011, I think we drop Pepper Rhythm and them rhythm. that thing.
yeah, all them attack.
Yeah.
you know,
Shabba Ranks, did it for that
you
too.
know when me Google Pepper, Nike
Mhm.
Pepper, Nike don't make that shoes.
Oh, for
Nike does not have a shoes named Pepper. Did you know that?
We never really know I mean, we just the name the rhythm so because of
All
other
right.
song.
Me here, when Pepper come out, I go downtown, go buy a Pepper shoes, you know.
We never even know
Like
about that.
you didn't know, you never know there was a Pepper
I don't
shoes.
know.
And this man don't
First I hear
far from
about
me in
it.
age. Yes, brother, we did have there was a shoes called Pepper.
Oh, so
Nike Pepper. Where we have them in all kind of color. Black, blue, pink,
like
green.
a Jamaica them shoes they build.
Brother. Straight down on Darling Street in one
Yeah.
corner that shoes the bill. That era they are dancehall in terms of the music. people used to always wonder, is it if the man them a hear each other song, or is a case where
Yeah.
because you as a youth, and
Mm.
then them two giant here. So you have Vado and you have Cartel. You can't pick a side
Mm-mm.
because you work with both of them and them.
Mhm.
How you coordinate the studio time? Because a couple rhythm, both of them depend on.
Yeah, for sure.
So we say, yo, one work a night, I one so Cartel coming in like the night, cause
Like with that, I mean, it kind of does it kind of depends on autopilot how it work because no, like them time that enough of the man them are par with kind of the same circle. Someone would have know, like would that kind of
Oh.
just happen. So and then when kind of get an idea of the man them schedule, would have more work with probably Cartel like in the daytime, and then Vado would have powered like in the evening. So like we kind of have a system of that, but it worked. Like the man them would have probably cut close at the same time, couple times, but them always have a little system.
Has there ever been a time when both of them end up at the studio at the same time?
Yeah. I
Both
think
of them,
more than
not
one
them
time.
head, like just not them. Them heal each other, or them just like
Yeah, I mean the space big enough to where I don't like it locking and like with it just like with two people there so them have to talk. So
Yeah.
it kind of does work. I mean, to be fair, the man them never always dep on bad terms either.
at that.
So
'Cause
and I mean we know how music and we know with the contribution to everybody's career. So it kind of just go hand in
it did
hand.
really did I help both of them. My youth is me no sit dancehall get into the point again where
Yeah.
it's like one versus the other.
Mm.
It
Dangerous
was-
now too.
How was that even? Wasn't that even an issue? Because every rhythm for you probably did end up turning into like a war rhythm.
Yeah, that used to stress me out one at a time. Come have enough song on some of the rhythm them, and then like when the people them start focus on them two song they alone, it kind of make my work over time, and then
So
them
it's
just
like
focus on that.
you ever create a rhythm yet and it turned into a gun rhythm?
Yeah, like that the broad daylight thing where you mentioned.
That was not supposed to be a war rhythm.
Because if you look on the actual juggling, most of the song them was like girl song.
Yeah.
Like, don't they have a girl song on it? Cartel they have a other girl song on it. I just went Vado voice, no bleach with cream, and then Cartel voice the other song. It turned like that, not the last. But yeah, because at that time I did actively I try to steer away from focusing too much on them. Because of that, I try to get the other song them some
Okay.
life too.
Because me remember even at that time, them did start like the radio station and they start bleep. This is when the bleeping did come in.
Broadcast Commission did bring in some new thing where like them did start play song we have editing it. It was a whole complication. Cause me have couple rhythm where to this day I still not get for drop because of that.
So you have song
Enough unreleased thing where
with Cartel and you have unreleased song with Cartel? Unreleased song with
we have
Mavado?
unreleased song with everybody we work with pretty much.
From all so brother, you have a whole like dancehall gold mine just like a bill.
Yeah, I saw it going there work. Come I work with people overseas now. We have unreleased song right now with John Legend and them people. It's like the same
Alright.
thing. Cause you're just in a flow.
Yeah,
And
cause
every song now gonna come out the same time.
we are get to this, cause we know say you end up the move.
Yeah.
So when you me always want to know like what is it like with working with a specific kind of artist. So like Elephant Man.
Mhm.
Elephant Man
Ellie, one of my favorite artists them to work with.
him have whole heap of energy.
Yeah, I love Ellie for real. Him have a drive and a passion where I don't know, I just him alone must see that in cause like me love music to for real.
Yeah.
But not even see that now myself. Like them man that drive, like when him hear a song for himself, I like the first time him ever hear himself.
Same just listen to it.
And like him just excited the same way and like him just have a natural love for music for real. And I just him that.
That rhythm that just that I know.
No,
Which
that
rhythm
was that was Don Carleon rhythm.
Dan Carleon.
Big rhythm that too.
I did all that, brother. I did like Dancehall,
Yeah.
Big Ship, Dan
That's like
Carleon.
some solid production too. Even what them never produce, like David and Sirani them build rhythm for like some of the other man them too, where some solid. No for the man, most of the man them from that same time there. Demarco too is another like bad producer. Most people never realize.
Me hear that. Me hear say Demarco solid where they
That man super talented.
the
He
producing.
produce enough big rhythm, but enough people don't even know same have nothing to do.
I think you did a mention to me say like a Demarco produce the Charlie Blacks. Wine up on my
him build a
body,
rhythm there.
girl.
And him build I'm on the rock. The whole of the
Yo,
rhythm there.
people, if they're Jamaica, if you never travel yet, you might not understand how big that Charlie Black's
Yeah, the record them massive.
song is. You see, Charlie
Massive,
Black's My Girl Come Flip You Like that song
Yeah.
there. Anywhere in the world you go and play
Especially
that.
South America and them places.
South America, remember they are Spain.
Yeah.
Them song they big. And it just always, it just different to see how people work. So like, me know say Vado is a singer.
Mhm.
Me even, one of my favorite songs from Mavado, I don't want them to say, yo, you can't take my life.
Oh yeah. Nine
Your
Life.
love- Nine Life.
That's the same might them record that fan.
You can't see it, but that might them
Sony, yeah.
I think him did I go through something that time there. I think him did in an accident, I think.
No, him literally him just meeting at the accident and
Him
powered
crash off
around
of
at
like
the
him
studio.
bike. Him crash off of him bike.
Yeah. Cause when him voice that song, them in a pain for real.
What?
As me remember. Like him, just fresh up at the accident, probably to the hospital and found at the studio. So him just, and I just the first rhythm I play and him just start singing that. And him quick, so him just freestyle, just start singing it and I say you can feel that song for real.
That sounded it tough. And me know say like Cartel a lyricist. So me, this is how me imagine. Me imagine Cartel like in the studio with like a glasses on, with like a pen and a paper. I say if me say physicist, lyricist, this is sick, them not gonna understand this. Like we just imagine say I saw him work because him seems so competitive.
Mhm.
Him seems so competitive and like him is going to like find a way to get an edge.
When we just start work together, I'm used to write. But eventually him just stop write and just start freestyle.
Just like
Like
sing.
just start make it like how most of the younger youth them do it.
Sing. Him are the first person to get you for sing. For make a song.
No, I did a couple before that, but because we did it like protected with
Yeah,
with my
protected
brother
with
before.
Chino.
So that would have been probably right before Careful, and then we do Can't Take Your Life with Mavado right after. So like all of them happened in the same time period.
Boy, honestly.
But we never actually, cause even when you listen to Careful, most people don't know, we never record that in an actual mic. At the top back mic with the end of the board, like for me talk to the artist.
Yeah.
That's how I record it in that. Come here, do it as a demo. So me just play the idea. Cause even when him voice film verse them, him never hear my words, you know. Me just have a mumble track like I said, that's why you be careful.
Okay.
So him just voice and then but the funny thing, me suggest to him when him a record, I say, yo, if we get a bad singer to sing the chorus one this, it would have sick like like Javin Chair, one of them bad singer there. But him I say, no, man, you do it with me. And I say, no, but I don't want to do the artist thing like that. But that's why if you listen to the song now, him end all of the verse, them say something with my name. To make sure someone wouldn't take myself up on the song.
Steve,
Every
sing
verse,
the chorus.
every end of the verse you mention.
I really think, a two road you put before us. Steve, sing the chorus.
Yeah.
See, that's
Come
what
and
I'm
just play a demo. Cause like, my demo songs now, like someone always come up with ideas like that for give to people.
competitive edge. So this how what happened. So after a while it did disappear.
Mhm.
Like we just stop here, boy.
Yeah.
Me never like we big ship. Me can't tell like when we live at Jamaica. Big ship they just like stop sail. You know,
No.
when they just dip.
No, I mean a good example of that because through so much things that happen simultaneously. So it's just like when you mentioned the Charlie Black song, and like most people in our immediate diaspora look upon that as a big song.
Exactly.
So when you start to some other things, because like you said, Charlie Black's probably have one of the most successful dancehall songs in the last decade or so.
Yeah.
But most people wouldn't count it at all in the space of the
I think
music.
Charlie Blacks have the most successful dancehall
Yeah,
song.
definitely one of them, for sure.
If on the Charlie Blacks, I would say probably Omi.
Oh yeah, but I mean, Omi
that's what
song
we
are more
say.
like pop song, but
Yeah.
like, but it's a Jamaican still.
If I that we are going, Charlie Blacks definitely have the biggest
Yeah.
dancehall song.
But may I say that for say, so sometime when you start shift direction for some other things, it will
Exactly.
seem like
Yeah, because
you're out of the
to the average
system like that.
to the average person, you're there at Jamaica, you are one of the biggest producer.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I drop rhythm like every month.
Yeah, drop
So
rhythm
crazy.
every month. Everybody know who is Big Ship.
Mm-hmm.
Why nobody never know who is Stephen?
I mean, you know my personality. Me, they always want to be more kind of
Reserve.
behind the scenes and kind of low key. But I think the generation when people start like care about producers and producers start become a brand.
Yeah.
I think probably Don Corleone did start that.
Like, make people
before
see.
me.
The first producer
And
me
then-
see was Roach, you know. Like
Oh,
actually
Roach.
see.
Yo, RIP Roach. Roach on my virgin for real.
That are the first producer I see. Roach.
So
Because-
them time they turn in and thing like people start think about, oh, who produces, and like people want to interview with producer and whatever. So as much as media try to stay behind the scenes, so somebody just and then like my enough have song or whatever.
But
so
I
it
barely
kinda
see
go
how the
out there.
interview.
Yeah, and that's something I love do for real.
You see, I barely see how the interview.
Mm.
Because the first thing comes to my mind, I said, John, imagine me in a class. I try to learn some maths or English for my CXC. And the people them I listen to me sing them. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
and them and then they even know.
Mm.
Brother, I mean, I think we're gonna keep that a secret, you know. But
Yeah,
nah,
there's
nah,
like
nah.
a handful of people where they know me. They know something I did for
Cause me
real,
I
but-
tell some girl, you know. Yeah, brother, me not like me the hype. Me the hype. Me the hype. Me the everybody that know say me make them sing them.
No, yeah, again, I think a big important part of that for me is your why important. Just like you have intention with everything we do.
Yeah.
Me did honestly just start the music, become just genuinely
Love
just
it.
excited and want to be
Yeah.
a part of it. Me never know how money make, me never know nothing about it. Me just want to be in it. So to me, the popularity and none of that never important to me because it wasn't part
Yeah,
of why
guy,
me
they
didn't
just
want to
love
start
it.
it. I mean, they just want to be part of music. So me just want, me can hear my rhythm on the radio with them other rhythm. That's all me the business about. So to me, it would that kind of weird for even tell people, yo, me do this and
It's like,
whatever.
yo, me make that, you
You
know.
know, so that's my thing. So they always kind of reserve when it comes to things like that. When I'm there in a party and see the rhythm them a shell down the place, and I kind of just tuck in and just watch. 'Cause, you
But-
know,
So as a producer, you know, think you did have to like try read where you think people are gonna react to and them things. So you probably did have to go out,
Mm.
right?
I mean, rarely, because I know something we do often, but I mean, it's a good question that, because to me, it's a good blend. You have to can read what people are gonna want to hear, but you also have to come from a new place of, because like your creativity.
Yeah.
Because my sound come from something completely different where it just never exists at the time. So that wouldn't necessarily be what people want to hear. Because them don't know what they want to hear until it work.
That's true.
So to me, it's a good blend of what just when me are hearing in my head and, thankfully translate to people and people catch up to that sound there. But if you try to chase what work, you're going to always just sound like everything else and sound like everybody else. So it's a little blend. And then, thankfully for we're young and things, so
So
it's
we
easy to
adapt.
connect with what happened on the road. So if me do something I like it now, most likely other people in my age group are going to find
I
the
gonna like
the
it
same
too.
thing. So
So basically, being successful as a producer in Jamaica,
Mhm.
clearly it turned out that it wasn't enough for you. You basically want more.
yeah. I mean, not in a, because some people might hear that and feel like,
Oh yeah. Some people
but-
might feel like, oh no, no, not like that.
No, but-
like
Yeah, it's just a thing of just me knowing. All right, so how it really started for me. So, I drop rhythm, but then at the same system over and over again. Rhythm I drop, then I get successful, big song, whatever,
Yeah.
and then new rhythm again. But to me, we didn't always want to expand beyond just what my kid are doing in Jamaica,
Yeah.
and even
work with different people from other
yeah,
places.
just the
in
different
world.
things. Because we know my talent would have been
Different.
like it could have do more than what we did that do. And so after a while that did start, we did start thinking about that whole heap more. And then even some of the creative ideas when they want to try, we don't say it would have probably it wouldn't be received the same way in a Jamaica
yeah.
as if we could have did it on a world stage. So, and then we just start pre them thing there, and then that's when we start explore different things outside. Cause like not for the thing them when we do like my first set of Grammy nomination them and them thing that come from genres where me not have nothing to do with.
Like
me have-
reggaeton, you know, some
no, like
reggaeton.
like best contemporary urban and them some genre where me never even know exists.
Contemporary urban.
And then and nobody never know about them thing in Jamaica either. But me I do them thing and them are gone. So but again, like you said earlier, from the Jamaica space, it just looked like my absent.
to the people them we don't know.
Yeah, and that's our music business. So you not expect the average person to know about it unless it come in a newspaper or make news or something like
Yeah,
that.
but sometimes I realize it look like the way the music thing I work, I mean, when you watch now and everybody watch reels and things, people are talk about like masters, publishing, distribution,
yeah.
sampling. Like a majority of people at Jamaica don't know half of what none of that mean. Me personally didn't even know. Cause me always ask. So more you take me through like the business side of the music, like what is masters?
I just like your intellectual property kind of. So like you have your podcast,
Yeah.
you own the rights to
To the
all of them
podcast.
video where you put out. So that would be your masters in your world, basically.
Yeah.
So if if Hulu or somebody decides to them love Bossier's podcast and want to license it,
Yeah.
you own the masters now. So them have to go either work out a deal with you where them can get involved, or them are go buy the masters from you or whatever. But that would be a masters. So me own my masters for all of my dancehall thing them. So if a movie or somebody want to use it or something like that, them have to go talk to
Like
me.
so all of that catalog they were gone from like so you own the Red Bull and Guineas, all of them.
Not Red Bull and Guinness, but like most of my production from like probably 06 onwards.
Oh.
So like anything where you never license. Cause back in them days, I think the last site was like VP and Greensleeves used to license your masters. So them would have pay you and then you license it. But me did start distribute my own thing them from about probably about 08. So when I distribute some of the older things and then everything when I work with from that time. So I own all of them masters there.
So that are the distribution. Well, in layman terms, to me, it sound like who put out the music, like get it on radio.
Forget it out there, like so they're on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, whatever. Cause it have to go through somewhere. Forget through all of them outlet there. Cause I know me send it to each of them distribution.
So somebody own that too?
No, so that would have been
Are you
the company
pay somebody
me
for
use and them just get a split, a share of whatever. So like you'd work out a 80-20 deal.
And then
or
would I
something.
get a share of the masters?
But you own it essentially, so you can take it and leave and go somewhere else if you feel like.
Okay. And then publishing. What is publishing?
Publishing are like that are like your performance. So like whenever your song play on radio or in a commercial or whatever, Peloton, I just do a Peloton class and a beer dancer. I hear a couple of my song them in it too. So like you collect for them.
So so like say for instance you go rodeo drive and you walk. And so you hear a song where you produce from Jamaica, even here, cause you tell me say you do controller, right?
Yeah.
So say you hear controller play in a like a mall, you get paid for that.
Yeah, for sure. That's how where publishing come into play. Publishing and performing rights. Cause you have different companies that collect for the different thing then.
Also, that are the business side of the music where so even nowadays y'all listen to it sound like mall so club. If your music playing a club, so all of the big clubs them would say you go Vegas. When you go Vegas, them big like Z concert and them thing there.
Because all of them music are supposed to registered. And them have like different technology. I mean, I understand all of the technical aspects of it, but you have different technology where pick up.
Since something they registered.
So because when we look on like my statement them, we can see where all of the song them play, how long it play, like and they show you the breakdown, how much this song make that region there, Australia, whatever. So you get a full breakdown of where everything is being played and breakdown how you get paid based off
that
of
is
what
so
it is.
sick because of millions of music.
And that's why so that would have been like musician and artist, that would have been like our pension.
Yeah.
Because that's something we're not gonna ever end unless you sell it or something. But like you have me produce a song from me at 15, as long as that song they play, I'm gonna get paid fee for the entire
somewhere in the world,
you're
gonna receive an email and it's gonna say something like, oh yeah, you get 5, 2 cents, 3 cents, whatever.
So it's like cause you don't move it. So you know how residuals
you get the residual. Or even so basically you tell me say music I want big YouTube where if so like if you're gonna play something, I say, oh no, I know you're on that.
And it help protect you to find the bigger side, like when people sample your music. That's how, again when publishing and things come into play, cause then you negotiate a split. So like one of the thing them when they have a song, when they do Fiddy Jockey with Donia, sit down for this, sit down for the jockey. Will.i.am did sample it in the song I'm up with the youth. It's my birthday.
Your body good at me life. You know me did that wonder if I do that.
So like that's our publishing come into play. So we have to talk the publisher, them have to get involved now. My publisher, Donor publisher, Freedom publisher, and we'll be like, yo, you use our song. So we need that percentage of the song. So no, for the rest of forever now we have a percentage on that song.
Oh,
So if that song they make $1 billion, we have our certain share off of that.
okay. So them not have to link you and say, yo, we want to use this.
Most of the time, that's what's supposed to happen. But sometimes people sample things and don't know where it come from or something.
Oh, sometimes like might slip through the crack.
So I don't know if that was, I don't know what the case was with that, but we end up get it sorted out. So
you tell me, say you just dip on the road one day and you say, wait, but that sound.
no, you know, somebody did send it. I feel like, I don't remember. I feel like a ZJ Chrome did send it to me. And somebody hear it. They must say like, yo, them sample it. And somebody did end up get for connect up the publisher them and thing. But that's where publishing and them thing they come into play. Because if we never have a publisher or a publishing situation, then nothing couldn't come out of it. Then we just have to use it and we couldn't do nothing.
That one come like Ramping Shop. When Ramping Shop come out.
Oh yeah.
Is that a sampling issue or was that like a...
Well, I mean, it's publishing still because them did use the original rhythm for Neo them song.
Yeah.
So, it's a clearance thing. You have to get clearance. Because remember, our juggling culture, we have enough song for one rhythm.
Yeah.
That American don't understand how that works. So them just have one song. So when they hear a next song on it, I
And
get
the same
play.
rhythm is like a problem.
But enough people think say Neo did block it or whatever. But it actually worked because people don't understand it worked better. It worked in Neo favor when the song playing.
Yeah, because
like,
people are gonna listen to the Neo.
No, not even just that. Like the detection when I tell you about.
It's
So
like
whenever
count towards
it
Neo
count
money.
as Neo song because of him rhythm. So most people don't realize that it actually benefit him when Cartel them song get big. But you know that are more internal business.
So
thing.
basically if you sample a song.
Yeah.
Cause like me see the thing with like the brother was sing every step I take.
Sting.
Like me see this thing where the man I say like me get $2,000 every day.
Oh yeah, cause Puffy them sampling.
Cause I like the same. So when the song did that play, I like the same. The plays I go towards Sting song.
But the same technology like your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
If you put a song on this interview now,
Them I go
your
flag
channel
it.
like get flagged. So the same technology will pick up that.
Yeah.
Because it pick up say, oh, this is registered as whoever song.
And somebody
same
own
thing.
this. Them have the rights. To
So unless you
property
get
to this.
clearance for that or whatever. So it's a whole system in itself. But it is a big technology behind it. I don't understand all of it, but that's the basis of it really.
Cause a lot of people don't necessarily. So like me, when me hear about music, you make a song, you reach by radio, you boss.
Yeah.
Your boss, you go perform a 1 and 2 show, and you just live.
Yeah.
And me
Most
think,
dancehall artists approach it that way.
yeah. So the business aspect of it, cause like when me hear me up here, and I still 90s dancehall and 80s dancehall me I hear. Me still I hear no, me I hear Sister Nancy and the Shabba them. Me not really. The nowadays dancehall up here I like just give me the light to this day.
But a good point, an important point with that, because everybody have that same argument that you say. And one of the things when I like people compare it and them feel like the only reason why the music they still play here is because that music is better than the music that came after it.
Me not think so.
Yeah, so me personally, I feel like
It's the
most
sound.
people, not even just that, most people don't take into account that a lot of them songs that did have business structure around them. If you take about all of them songs that we think about,
Was
them depend on a label back them. Versus now when
10,000 man can make a song.
yeah, and it just come out. And then the song them still get popular. Like you said, the same Charlie Black song get popular before they depend on a label and whatever. But so they had a better business structure them time. They have more labels, more people did involve. But now when I don't know, Skilly Bang or somebody drop a song and it get popular in America, that's a way different structure because the song just genuinely does not get popular on its own. It probably not go as far because it not have the label push or the big spend behind it for make it go up on radio or whatever. But you know, it's still get popular. So when people compare the time them and feel like just because the music did sound better, you know, it's a misinformed thing because most people don't understand the inside of the business. But
I don't personally think the music sound better. I just think the sound change.
yeah.
The nowadays song it faster.
Yeah. But as with every other genre though, because
Yeah.
music evolves
Yeah.
constantly.
Me think me just think information
Mm.
so like enough now and more. So we are
Mhm.
get clouded. Like if me never listen to the radio, I wouldn't know a song.
Yeah.
08 and everybody at Jamaica have YouTube and them thing they 08
Yeah,
and
true.
09.
True.
But we did have a razor phone and
Yeah.
and
Razor.
that was it.
True, man.
Yeah, you have a razor phone yeah, but no iPhone and everybody the content, the thing just are
The
produced
world
fast.
evolved with the technology, and the music is a part of that technology. So I feel like enough people, that's why the argument them is always like an endless thing when people talk about dancehall and what better or worse or whatever. But
We just enjoyed it, you know.
yeah, and the technology changed with the thing them, and if you look on every other genre, the sound and the music
changed for
evolved with
everybody.
it too. Reggaeton, all of them, like hip hop. The hip hop when me grew up and love, me used to study Dr. Dre music and Snoop Dogg them and them and the hip hop not sound nothing like that today.
That
and
is
I
true.
mean that also that are what they used to listen to their music. So,
the sound completely changed for
and
real.
it evolved, and the only difference is I think the American industry, they're more receptive to the generation trying more stuff.
Yeah.
Versus I feel like Jamaica sometimes is like a push pull between like
Old school and new
head
school.
versus new, and it's just like our music better than yours because we used to sell more, and then it's just like a whole.
Was it like that with like so Beanie and Bunty and then Cartel and Vybz? Beanie and Bunty did I say, well, I remember when we were younger people that said, this a joke thing when Beanie and Bunty did.
Yeah, people used to cuss my music too. Like that was a whole thing. Every week you'd see it on like ear them and them thing. The music industry professionals, I give them opinion. I say, yeah, Steven, them mash up music and the rhythm them too fast and this and that. But again, it's like
them just
it's
not
a one-sided
receptive to change at all.
Yeah, and like I said, the results always change the conversation because people used to cuss my music and people put timestamp on me. Oh, Steven, that man, the music now past airport, whatever. And then as soon as me do something where seem big or like Grammy or something, then it's like, oh, I'm all right. So it's like them just use results for kind of measure the argument, which is kind of not make no sense.
Honestly, brother, when we realize with Jamaica our people and our whole, when you do it, you see, after you do it, them will come along and like.
But
I
wish it would be more supportive of each other though, because it make the job easier and it make it more aligned. Because when people like we leave Jamaica and pursue other things or whatever, it kind of sad, so we have to kind of
start over.
Well, start over too, but kind of sad, so we have to kind of go through the journey kind of alone and then figure it out and then win first and then you get the love.
That is so true. Them have to see you do it.
Yeah, enough people get that fight, they know, like you see how like people pressure like Shensia them and then people let them know.
People pressure Jada, people pressure Shensia.
And like if you look on all our giant them, Shaggy, Sean Paul, all of them set them on there. It was the same story. Them never get the Jamaica support ever until after them start win Grammy and go from Billboard.
Some of them still even get it.
I mean, Bob Marley are the perfect example. When Bob Marley run the world, Bob Marley music now play on the radio of Jamaica. But afterwards, now when them sister, the rest of the world love him.
Accept it.
And then, unfortunately, when him passed, then Jamaica's like, yeah, artists and them celebrate him then.
Brother, Sean Paul are biggest. Brother, people see Sean Paul and faint to them.
Yeah, no, Sean Paul are one of the dancehall goddamn,
exactly.
for sure.
Sean Paul full out a arena.
Many times.
Like, Mr. Sean Paul perform like Champions League finals. And when they're at Jamaica, you know, feel like I said, Sean Paul a big artist, but
and again, funny thing, cause when he asked me about like when it seemed like my start got quiet too, that is a good example. Cause when me do all of them, Gaza Gully, whatever, the crazy juggling them, all of that, when me start work with like Sean Paul, that's how one of the most integral part them will really change the course of my career. But again, I know something where Jamaica know about or talk about. But when we do them song, like everything, even financially, it changed everything when I say, but them song you now run Jamaica and you know run the place for me, yes sir. But when I look for my statement, then when I see what them song I say, but nobody don't know them song like that, yes sir. But this is a whole different world. So, it's that it kind of misaligned, but
how you end up with the Drake situation to produce Controller? is, cause to me, producer, in my mind, I say, yo, you have a studio, you know, left, right, or something. Me never know this producer like signed to like label and then you, is a case where like somebody recommend you to Drake?
No. So that situation there was that I when we moved to Miami. Like little bit after me just moved. You're getting another story there soon. But like that was but in Miami, so Super Dupes, one of my closest friend them, he was a producer and he managed by like the same OVO system.
Yeah.
So the rest of the man them, Boy Wonder, Vinyls, all of them was in them did in a town. And them just that work. Them just did there for like work and just vibe something. And then I used to live close by that studio. So Dupes they call me and just like, yo, man them there, them just want to meet us, so just pass through, whatever. I never even go there for work, but just there
Just
pass through. And then you know, Boy Wonder Jamaican, so him already know me and know all of the thing them want to do. So he was just like, yo, if you have time, like, we could go into the next room and just build some rhythm and thing. So we build a couple rhythm, controller rhythm just happened to be one of them. And I think we really did it for Rihanna, but because I think them time them just the work. So they play me like the
That's
demo for
probably
that.
last Rihanna song me know.
Yeah, they play me the demo feet and just like want to build some vibes like this. So I really that me they have in mind when we are work on them thing there. And then fast forward a couple months later, the song they leak and I hear the leak and we talk to him and I say, yo, this sound like rhythm where we and I say, yeah, our thing. So that was all our way involved in that. But yeah. So that's just one of them situations there about being important part of how where I get to relocate into because being in a sometimes them situation they come from just being in the right place.
At the right time too.
Yeah. And that's not something because if me never did it so in that exact day.
If you never just did it, if you just go there, go hang out the day,
that opportunity would have
never even come.
So and it's a big risk, you know, when we decide to leave Jamaica, quote unquote, like that. It's just I try to pursue, like I said, just a bigger.
Like you see something now, you just after just go for that.
Yeah, because it's a whole heap of factors that lead me to that decision there too. But you know, it just thankfully as soon as we do it, things start move. Like as soon as we move to Miami, I get my first Grammy nomination, then the controller thing happened, then this and that, then different new deal, and just things just start move. So it kind of reaffirmed to me, say,
where you do right,
step on the right track. Cause you don't know, you question it, cause you leave your comfort zone, you know.
Yeah, man, I big surprise yourself right now.
I leave every single thing I'm used to with my family too.
Yeah, cause your father, your brother, and then
no, man, as in, I move with my family. I just have my daughter.
Okay.
So I move with her at 1 year old, and so to me, man, take out, man, uproot my whole life now for just try chase a dream, and you know. So, but you know, thankfully it worked out so far.
Yeah.
So,
well, what if people don't know, you know? So, the genre reggaeton, how influential is dancehall to reggaeton, and how you produce reggaeton music as well, right?
Yeah.
And you produce for Shakira too.
Yeah, Shakira.
The sound, the dynamics. Now me can hear already, man. Know said this is reggaeton and this is dancehall. You can differentiate them.
Yeah, I mean it's like a offspring of dancehall. So technically, the first like reggaeton rhythm would have been Steely and Cleavy did build a rhythm for Bobby Digital. I don't remember what the rhythm name, but Shabba they have a song on it named Dembo.
Dembo.
So that's why to this day, if you ask her, if you're going to any Spanish session right now and say, yo, you have the Dembo drums, them are gonna find some sound that just specific, because them call it Dembo. Most of them don't know, so that's why it named Dembo because of the song. They just think of the type of sound. So they just say, yeah, yo, add some Dembo to it. That's what them talking at the session them. But them don't know, most of them don't understand the history. So that's where the first reggaeton thing come from, which is a dancehall rhythm. So them, I don't remember how like, you have like some Spanish artists like in a Puerto Rico and them place that will start the Spanish songs on top of the dancehall rhythm there. And then it slowly just transition into for them own genre, reggaeton. So it really start from we. Like, with a brother named El General and them man, they used to flip like Little Lenny them song and him they have and like start do over the song them in Spanish and that start the whole movement. So it really start from we.
So Jamaican people start reggaeton.
yeah, for sure. I mean them know too. Them know the history.
So you end up in other hemisphere there with whole heap of people who speak whole heap of different language.
Yeah.
You know English and you know Patois.
Yeah.
How that work out?
Like for work with them?
Yeah. You have Google Translator side there or something?
I mean, honestly, I know enough Spanish now if we can carry me through. I'm not perfect on it yet, but I still a work on it. But I mean, music, honestly, though, universal. So if you do the right thing in a studio with people who talk different language, the music are just the music.
Yeah, but
it's like go connect to them.
you go want to know what them a said though. Like to me,
Yeah.
reggaeton sound. I love reggaeton. You know?
Yeah,
like
feel
like
good.
like Bad Bunny and
Yeah.
and you always hear them mention the producer them Tiny.
Mm-hmm.
So you can know when you see like brother, when you see J Balvin, they say, "Wanna hear this?"
Yeah.
It give me a Miami feeling. It give me
Yeah.
something that go on for this now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what they must say half of the time.
I mean, when me in a session, if I something I not understand, like before me did kind of know Spanish, me would just ask.
Yeah.
Like, yo, what you saying? What you talking about? Whatever, them kind of vibes. And me reference it with somebody who speak the language. But they have a really big song with a French artist named Kalash. And remember the first time I worked with him and him do the song, we in the studio and everything sound good, the melody, everything what I say, I have a clue what I say. But my sister speak French.
So you mix it. So what
I played for her and just like, yo, what am I say?
So you mix it and everything, I don't know what am I say?
Yeah, because it just sound good.
It can't be.
That's like how some American people listen to our music and they don't understand, but it does feel good to them. So, the universal language, like what them said, sound cliche, but music are really the universal language.
Like enough music, enough song. Brother, I know them all word. Brother, I know them word for word. I don't know what them I say.
And a good one thing too, like what you did say earlier, when you hear the Spanish song, they make you think about a certain thing.
Yeah.
Salam, remember, did say this to me one time. Salam is like a really, really massive producer. But them did say to me one time, so the song them will work, or the song them will make you feel like the culture that is from. So like him say, then a white club in a Manhattan, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then play Welcome to Jamrock. Most people don't know what they mean. I say.
Yeah, feel like they're Jamaica.
But you get a feeling then you start say, all right, baby Sham, bro, we got the thing there.
So
you just feel like, island thing. And
you feel like
so
Jamaica.
that the reggaeton did to you.
Yeah.
You don't speak the language, but you hear it and you just say, Despacito, and you just in that part. This
brother,
body,
I'm not lying, brother. But no, not what Despacito said, brother, but me Despacito
like...
Listen to me. Me a Despacito from now
till
like
you feel like in Miami or Mexico or something.
Brother,
so.
you just imagine the beach and the woman or something. And that vibe there, like Bad Bunny them and them. So
it's helped to transport the culture. Just like me and you, the LA, we have dreadlocks. And enough people look like we.
So them brother are definitely Jamaican.
Yo, Bob Marley, respect, man. See, and just said them something there. So I just part of transporting the culture.
Speaking of culture, it feel different when you're, so for instance, you did have to break out of the like vice in our producing music with Jamaicans. How much it did change when you end up have to start like work with other people, especially international artists?
I mean, the technical side of that are pretty much the same.
Them still late.
I'm just a producer.
Like them still reach late. You know them.
No, different. Depends on who you work with. That not gonna change. But the technical aspect of it are the same thing. But it made me expand more because I start learn how to manage different genres and different people. And the different things them require different things. So sometimes now me will work on a song for a whole week or like work on a song for a month. Versus like, dancehall me would just have it covered when we can do that in one day. We can do a whole juggling in a 3 day and just put it out. So it make you start learn different things. And you're there on other people and you get influenced by how them work too. So, but the process are generally the same.
So I feel like manage ego. Because there's no way you cannot produce a song for your international. You never yet produce a song and it's like you say in your mind, you say this is not it, Like we need for how you put that in our words to get across to the person for be like, make we do this a different way. Especially if them used to one specific type of way.
Well, so to me, most people don't realize this. As a producer, to me, my opinion, I feel like one of your biggest roles as a producer is psychology.
Yeah.
It's bigger than the rhythm and all of that. Because when we go into the studio, the artist, you just have to learn the artist really fast and figure out what work for them. Cause just like anything, you can say the wrong thing and it just mash up the whole thing.
Yeah.
I like if you go up on a date.
Yeah.
You talk to a girl and everything are good and you ask her the wrong question and the
And it's
whole
done.
thing just mash up. So same thing, music. So you understand the artist and understand people process and we know. So you'll know how that will dictate how you talk to people and how you suggest things and
Yeah.
you kind of just have to read the room. So and that was my strong point with all of the dancehall rhythm them, because people hear me and Vybz them and Kartel them and think of just some super crazy chemistry, but that's how they figure out. I know how each person work best, so I know how to navigate through getting them to perform the best. So I know how to suggest things, or like over time you have a system. When me and like Vybz work now, when we record, we don't even really talk. Him just look upon me and him know if what him just do.
Right.
Me like it or if him look at me, I'm probably not look a certain way. Him know say, alright, I'm gonna do that line there again.
So you get them for like change their mind with certain things like
Yeah. Cause you have to, that's the thing, you know. It's like it's a working relationship where people have to trust each other.
Yeah.
Cause sometimes me I gonna have a better idea, or sometimes the artist have an idea what me not see until it happen and I say, oh, you know, send it right.
A situation like that ever happen where it's like you never did that see it?
Yeah, a couple times for sure. Cause me always going up studio with the attitude that I never ever go in a room like me are the genius and me are the man and anything me say that way. I'm open to like
Learn.
come in and know everything, and I don't want to ever know everything. So more just have an open mind, and sometimes an artist, especially somebody who have more experience than you, or it can be a brand new artist for the first song them ever record. They might have a vision what you wanna see, but it end up work and translate. So I just about trusting, I feel.
So is there anything where you learn when you come here? Cause you say you've been like from your like 5-6 years produce music.
Mhm.
When you come here, was there any like new techniques you learned technically?
Oh yeah, man, holy, for sure. I mean, one of the main reasons how I end up at LA, because so I'm moving to live in Miami first, and then move to LA because we used to reach when we used to come LA for the session, and then we used to always leave LA and just feel like, yo, everybody in LA just good. Like them just bad and like everybody just have it locked over there. We used to always leave and feel like we need to like get better.
They're closer to yes, sir.
Not even that closer, man. We just need to get better.
Okay.
Come with a leave and go back to my comfort zone. Miami and Jamaica, I know everything, so I can just.
Yeah.
But we used to always, the people them over here, so the skill set what them have. And that's why when they come here, I just chase the discomfort and be like, that's what make me uncomfortable. I need to get comfortable there, so. And just start learn. So all of the technique them and just start observe what people are doing. Be like, oh, that's how them write them type of song, yeah. These are the technique what them use. And just start learn them thing and apply them to my own thing. Not copy, but just apply it to your own style and just create your own song.
Yeah, in order for do anything, you have to see somebody do something and like it and try emulate it. You don't necessarily have to copy it word for word, bar for bar.
So like even like you said, when me do them reggaeton and them Spanish thing there, to me now it good because me I do it and I translate it my own way, but you can hear my reggaeton thing them and know said that one ain't come from Cuba.
Yeah,
it sounds
like,
still so authentic
something
to me.
mix up with it.
Yeah, but some of us take the technique them like, oh, me know say them melody thing work that way, but me I go use my drum sound them instead of just them little thing there.
More ask you why your biggest reggaeton song, but the thing is, enough people probably even like know. Like me don't know all of the reggaeton name them, but like me hear them, me know say alright then that one are bad.
I have like enough song with Becky G. Enough of them
Me
they're
know
big.
who name Becky G.
I did a really big one with her and Burna Boy for the Pepsi campaign, like last year or something. The thing that I do with Shakira that win a Grammy, Latin Grammy for fair thing them. So them they're big in the world too.
That your first Grammy or that your only Grammy or how much?
No, that's a Latin. I think that was my first Latin.
How much Grammy you have?
So my defined couple. I always get stuck on this, but my defined couple thing. But if a couple record where win and then I have enough were nominated, so I have like a bunch of different ones for different categories and things.
So you see the thing though, so it's like you come from dancehall and it's like you come up here
Mm.
and it's so like it taboo for where you even end up.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you produce Spanish music. That's why I'm always trying to tell people say dancehall or Jamaican music, it's so influential. Brother, when we listen to Afrobeats in my youth.
Oh yeah. Afrobeat bad too.
You mentioned Burna Boy. When you listen to when we listen to Burna Boy sing our Wizkid, me could have swear things so me I listen to some Jamaican talking in my head.
True. Cause them know all right too. Them know
And
the
them
whole
know
thing.
them know the music too.
From Burna not this last album, the one before this one, him sample my song with Rhino. Anybody still in the paper?
Yeah.
When me get the request for the sample, I say, yo, how them man I know this? Cause I never really know much about him, but the man them fully tap in with the music.
And them own it too. Me glad them no like go on like say, yo, yeah, we are Afrobeats and them embrace it.
Connected. The whole
exactly,
thing connected.
One we're black.
Yeah. And I mean reggae
African.
generally big, like for years from me a little youth, my father toured Africa constantly.
From
So,
me a
like-
little youth, your father listen to me. Me know my virgin where him father a half pint.
Oh,
Half pint.
big
Brother.
artist, that legend.
One thing me know about Jamaican artists from like the 90s, them stay up and play, you know.
Yeah, for
As you
sure.
speak, your father might dip on tour.
Yeah, facts. But that's one of the blessings what we have as dancehall culture to come. No other music, no other genre don't have that. I did in a meeting with one of the big record label exec them yesterday too, the other day, and she said to me, yo, Funa music alone, artists have such a long lifespan. Because she said pop artists, them have like a 5 to 10 year window and them done. Like
I'ma
nobody
feel-
no business about them ever again.
I'm gonna feel a rapper have a short window too.
Yeah, but she said reggae, she said, yo, I don't know what you guys did, but your fans will stay with you forever until them dead.
The sound not because
Like, you'll be 70-year-old and your fans them just, yo, him wants the same way. Sold out show.
you talk about that. So me go on show and it did keep like a thing like down at Long Beach. It's reggae fest thing.
Yeah, but go on to them the one here
Yeah.
too. My father there perform on that.
So man them a perform and I think Vega shell it. TJ
Yeah.
shell it.
They got
but-
a big artist there.
The way all the place is set up, it was like four stage.
Mm.
And you have the big stage and so Coffee perform on the big stage
Oh, nice.
and Coffee shell it. And
The Coffee a bad
like,
artist too. Love
me I tell you
Coffee
say
music.
it's like an intermission. Everybody I watch TJ perform in a dog.
Yeah.
And we just hear somebody shout, "Are you ready for the Shidley?" Me I say, "What?
Oh, Barrington.
Are you ready for the Shidley?" Brother,
Shidley what?
me hear, wow, brother. White people,
Mhm.
black people, everybody just get up and just a sprint
Yeah, man.
to find the Shidley.
And that's the thing. So you see, that's what I'm like about when them keep on have them debate about reggae, dancehall, then and this and the comparison them. Because to in a social media world now, social media not get to see most of them things like what you're talking about now.
Yes.
So it just seem to them like if one of them 3 man alone were hot we sip on tropics every day,
Exactly.
nothing else not happening in music. And it kind of create a narrative where it make the music look bad. But like you said, Barrington, all of them on their
Brother,
tour every day.
Barrington, brother, me never even know, brother, me see so shame. Barrington, me sorry. Me I tell him so me sorry, dog. So we are going to the place and I'm having a VIP armband. And it's like them a take too like long for letting the people them. And the lady explained something to me, but she nah make no sense. And me I try talk to her, I'm walk away, and me I try like go back to her and say something, but she talk to somebody, I never see. So me literally go there and like cut off Barrington leave it. I talk to the girl.
Cut off the gun.
I cut off Barrington leave it. So it's like me finally get her to do what I want to do, so me go back on my bill. And a brother come to me and a brother say, "Oh yeah man, you watch a video them, you're funny, respect." I say, yo, I say, me a Barrington leave it, son. I say, oh, Barrington leave it, Barrington leave it, I got it up. Man, I say, you just cut in front time. I say, where him there? I say, sorry.
Yeah, no man, legend. And them all of them man, they're super humble and super cool too.
Brother, the
Man,
man,
they always
them,
have enough respect everywhere.
the man music. And I feel like, oh, normally anytime when songs from Jamaica make it over here,
Mhm.
is a sound.
Yeah.
So you see that Shidley Dudley and that with him Vice.
Again, like me say, I just transport the culture.
But I feel like it a work now with Skilly Bang and this
Exactly.
whap, boom.
Yeah. Cause
Bam, bam.
to be fair, Skilly sound like take away everything with my say whatever. Skilly sound like a Jamaican artist.
Yeah.
So to American, them get excited. Them
Them don't know the lyrics, you know.
Yeah. Me they in a studio with big foreign producer and hear them I talk about Skilly and them and the man them excited. Them I say, yo, when that nigga go hard, that nigga said whap whap and like man them I talk about it and man, I just dead and I pre them and I say, yo, the thing them are transcend and I work.
Yeah.
But the Jamaican media make it seem like, oh, everything the young youth them are work bad. And it just, it create a little
Rift
unbalanced
between
thing.
them and the
Me
media.
there and see it and see the youth them and industry get excited about the new trap dance or whatever.
Yes, Kings,
But
Skilly
the
Bang.
industry make it seem like, oh no, whatever, trap and everybody, every week you see them have a program on TV. What do you think about trap dance and just unnecessary bad
I
bad
find it
press?
funny still. But not like Skilly Bang have a song, brother, where the man literally say, stretch it out with the baking soda.
I'm
Like, got more cold and like, man, that's a talk.
yeah.
But we just know say yo in Vice.
Mhm.
Anywhere in America right now, no.
Yeah.
Scope from a Glock.
Yeah.
Whap. And everybody has said whap, whap, whap.
And look, to be fair, this is what I like why the people them unfair. The new man them now do nothing different from where like when Ninja man them they put out music.
I swear.
Some sample thing and some sample voice. Papa son of a song. My daughter them love the song. The way my ball. Lord, we can't take it no more.
We can't take
Them
it
thing
no
was
more.
gimmicks, but them work.
It
And
make it.
so when we do this thing like, oh, everything did perfect before them young youth are come, it's unfair. And it kind of disheartening for the generation because it will subconsciously make the youth them feel like them not do the right thing. Cause me go through that too. Cause me did
Exactly.
feel that way the whole heap of time when the whole industry cave in for me. Oh, Steve now make hip hop and
Because
whatever.
you want a man who will change the sound.
Yeah, exactly. So me did have to take all of that pressure there initially. But again, it come back to me have the right conversation them with the right people them. Remember one instance, Sly and Robbie.
Yeah.
Robbie Shakespeare see me in the
Legends.
studio, rest in peace. And him see me one day and pull me out and say, yo, don't listen to nobody in the industry. I tell you like change your sound or whatever. And him say, yo, same way when me and Sly and Robbie just start, people are complaining about the sound and I said too digital and whatever. And I said, look where we reach now. And them tell me that night, them say, yo, just focus on where they don't change your sound. Your thing innovative and it new. And that's why people are talking about it so much. So just focus and just get the song them.
Yeah, because even though me like when me can listen to a rhythm, I know I will make it.
Yeah, because the distinctive sound.
Like everybody have a certain sound to them.
Yeah.
Like, some people work the same, but you can know a who and make what.
The only thing I wish the man would have just try, I feel like,
I make song on the same rhythm.
well, that I want, but I wish some of the man would have take more risk. Because we can hear, it's weird to explain, we can hear the scared thing in a house, enough of the man them produce, like them play it safe. Enough time I hear some rhythm and some song, I say, Johnny, why the man them never does? Like,
Right,
just
like-
the extra, cause we can hear so some of the man them try fall in line. And we just wish, me personally, as a fan,
Yeah.
forget about me being a producer, more hear some youth do some mad thing when we just say, yo, how them think about that? Some
So-
way off mad thing where that's not supposed to work.
So you think the man them kind of just a do where work now
Yeah.
and not necessarily I think about like,
Because I think it go back to your why again. Enough man start music because them come up in a generation until like young you like me, the music, I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna do that too. And then I think about probably the money or whatever. So them just like, oh, this works, so me
so
just
me
do
just
something
gonna
that sound
always
just
do
like
this,
this.
So you know think that we end up, cause I feel like me not see them to producer though, but musician get create a block in them. I feel like as an artist, you we hot
Mhm.
and then you just not hot again.
You have to get space still. Cause just like with anything, you have to creative. I mean, you use your brain, so you have to get space.
Some of them artists I get too much space though. Right? My artist right now I get too much space. Chronics, big man thing. Me could get every 3-4 months. Me work with that song.
Yo, Chronix, him are one of the most talented people in the entire industry. Cause him have some music where him play for me, and yo, I mean, cause him can do everything himself. Him can produce, him do
Oh, we
everything.
never know that.
So, but again, but the next thing to it that people not, people look for artists and entertainer as just that. And more time
Yeah, people
artists are
have
doing
life.
real life too. So
That.
I understand that whole balance there, but sometimes we just have to make space and then come back again and reinvent and all that.
People, I see the thing to that. You see anything you do when you give people, it's like, so you are produce music and like me produce content.
Mhm.
Them not believe say yo like Jano, maybe I'm tired. Maybe when your next video?
Yeah,
When you shoot a next
I did drop
movie?
one, yeah.
Me I say, what do you mean when me I shoot the next movie? Me
Yeah,
I go
man.
shoot one when somebody cast me.
Yeah.
Like me can't just go shoot one myself.
Yeah, that used to stress me too. Me I drop a rhythm with 35 songs on it.
And them I say,
And I'm
yo,
an email me the next day. Yo, nothing new. Me say, brother, I'm just sending something less than
artist
24 hours.
Well, the artist them use the email.
Or let's I read them on our DJ or something like, yo,
See,
nothing new. I said, brother, I'm just sending him a new rhythm last night. Like less than 8 hours ago. When I
Man want
asked
something
about
new after
thing.
8 hours.
So the consumer them get used to a certain pattern. So
Brother, that's crazy, my youth.
yeah.
Not new.
No, man, weird, but but a different side of the business, them though. That's why it's so good when people get for travel and
I
see
see.
different parts side, so them can have a better understanding. Because sometimes it limits you when you're just the one place. So it's important.
And it limits you when you only see one thing too.
Mhm.
So for instance, like, we realize, say, when you listen to rap music or hip hop music,
Mhm.
when them sing about vanity, them sing about the car and them
Mhm.
sing about what them must see.
Yeah.
Me
True.
just feel like say yo, I will if a man talk about yo, the man must sing about chopper this, chopper that.
Mhm.
Man, them have to see some other things like
Yeah.
The
And
man
that's
them-
true. You
the
can't
man
blame
them
the man them.
the
'cause
man them
them
are
a
gonna get
sing what them a
inspired
sing.
by what they must see.
Mhm. And that I mean, especially for our music, that's always what it was. Dancehall was
dancehall
always
sing
the
what it sing.
yeah. Dancehall was always the music where you can they're in a completely different world, different country, everything. If you listen to probably the top 10 or top 20 dancehall song, then you'll know exactly what happening in the country.
And them are gonna
That
sound
was always
similar
what the
to
music was. So now when man I sing about chopping or whatever, sadly, that is not something that we want to represent the country as a whole, but it
Yeah.
a gone. It
What-
a gone on the street.
why me say Jamaican man sing about worse, you know. That me I tell you, you know.
So,
Jamaican man sing about worse.
yeah.
It have a vibe still. Me just
Yeah.
feel like the market I get saturated
Yeah.
with one kind of music.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But every time I say that, a new one come up when me feel
Mhm.
like, yo, that one is bad.
Yeah.
And that the good thing with like music and with sound, to me will hear a song and me will feel like it a go hit.
Mhm.
But you really never know.
Yeah. Because the people decide.
It's like you don't know where I go like hit.
It happens for the timing, and especially now when things can go viral.
Exactly.
So you just never know for real.
One time I did tell me a story about who did made it. No. He did tell me say something like she did got done with music.
Oh yeah, that's the story what me did here. Like she did migrate or something, and she just got done with it. And I think she ended up got the studio where the man them were actually produce it. And I tell them
So
make
she
the
done
move.
with it.
That's the story of me here. So
Yeah.
so and then I tell her, I said, no man, we could try one more thing, and them remake the no fair. Cause that song I think she did have years before. It just never worked. And then when them do that new one, I know that's the one way.
Some music now the expiry date
Yeah.
Cause me boss one song 3 times. You know.
Yeah.
Me remember, brother. Me remember. I
Yeah.
said, "Well, me not hear
Cheerleader.
this. Me not hear this already.
Big song too.
Me not, brother. Me never even know what they say. Shaggy have a diamond album.
Oh yeah, Hot Shot. Yeah man. That's how the album with it wasn't me on it.
A diamond album, my
Yeah,
youth.
man. I think it said like 15 million copies or something crazy like that.
And there's very few albums me ever really listen to. Cause Jamaica is just not an album culture.
Yeah. True.
Album just, I don't know. I don't
Couple
know.
album run the place still, man. That Hot Shots, the Sizzler album did run Jamaica.
Let me
too.
tell you, so there is
Real
only
thing.
2 albums me ever listen to and like every song on it.
Mm-mm.
And me feel like every song boss.
Yeah.
Sizzler album.
Yeah, man, the real thing, they have Jamaica and that's so cool.
Sizzler album, everybody knows Sizzler album, my youth.
Yeah.
The Sizzler album, they would have like Give Me a Try and all of the song them on it.
No, that's our next album. I think that's the album with Don did produce. Rise to the occasion.
Sizzler never have like one of the most album them in the world at that time.
I think so. Probably him have the record for that same way. I don't think no other artists have as much albums as him.
How much? So you man just make album,
Just make music fast.
Sizzler, and you see that Chronics album there, Chronology.
Oh yeah, me dey on the album now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chronology album. That. So me I wonder if it's a case where is the album them where make no good.
No, it's just the consumer's just not in album mode right now. Cause just singles.
So how we finding that? We find ourselves in album mode when Drake make one.
But again, even with him as an example, you can see say it shift from that now. Even with artists like him, are more like singles.
Yeah,
Him
because
drop a whole album and them just take 2 songs off it what them like and just play
run
them
with
there.
it.
So
Me still believe like certain people, if certain people make an album,
Mhm.
I gotta go listen to it.
Cause some artists are more album artists too. Some artists need a body of work to present to you.
Yeah.
Like Coffee and them people, like how them just present a body of work.
Yeah.
It make more sense for some artists, but some artists are just singles, just
Me
drop a song.
like
just-
John Legend. You depend John Legend album with Jada.
Yeah, this new album. But they on before this too.
Me will listen to a John Legend album
Yeah.
full. Just turn it on and just let it make it play.
Hey, cause them man make like albums for real.
Yeah, them.
Them man take him time and work on it and and him process just efficient too. Him easy for work with though. John is one of the coolest people for work with.
And that a big win that
Yeah.
Jada
yeah, for sure.
song with Jada. And even the GPP song when me soon push.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, big
song,
song.
that is so me that ask about sample. I tell me say that is not a sample.
No, that's not something. I have the video on my YouTube page to show
so
breakdown.
you have it by your YouTube.
Yeah.
So you just listen at that. I always try to understand. Them used to say this like man like below over rhythm, but it sound like the rhythm, but another rhythm.
Yeah. No, me just locking upon like the way how just locking upon the sound. Before me met the rhythm for the song, me just listen to bare them Motown and them kind of vibe. They just feel locking all of the details mentally, like just what the sound them used to sound like, what the drum them sound like, or the keyboard them sound like. Me just lock it in before me try the nothing at all. So it just in on my head. So I come to the studio, I know exactly what I try emulate.
You know, me used to believe say rhythm could have done. Because me I say, yo, there is no way why everybody cannot make a rhythm.
Yeah. That's the beauty with music for real. Powerful, man.
So you as a producer, sounds not get a 90
Mm-mm.
because everything is a sound, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a sound that
I mean,
you can
you just
put
have to
that in a
stay,
rhythm.
I just will stay inspired because it interesting for me because music is something I actually like. Like, I do it for fun too, and that's something I enjoy, but I also my career. So just a middle ground, you have to find a way to stay inspired and, them kind of vibe there.
You're not tired of music more. Me have time when me don't want, brother. Me have time when me don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah.
And you have to blast music.
Yeah, me have time when I disconnect from it on purpose. So I just can, because like you say, if you're just in it too much, you get over exposed to it. So I have time when we just do other things. And that's how you get inspired really. You get inspired by locking at the studio and just working. You have to experience real life, real things. See what, like somebody might just walk past you and say a random thing and that get an idea for your song. Or,
someone say them in a lab, brother, because me know normally more while someone I say, yo, me I got a studio, I sit them back there and me yo, tomorrow.
That used to be me every day. Sometimes I used to do in the studio 3-4 days at a time. Just come out for bed and eat and right back.
You know, see no sun?
Enough time to do that, man. Enough years I do that from when younger. But now I kind of learn more balance.
Supposed to have a million thumb drive and hard drive. And
yeah, it's enough of them there.
I gold mine them the right there, so. Cause me had to look into it, brother. Computer never so fast, my youth.
Yeah, true.
So, and I know say, oh, them flash drive and them thing there. It just never, my 2007, I white computer them you're supposed to still a see now.
But I mean, media build rhythm pan like them thing, like the drum machine, MPC, and like physical keyboard and them. I'm a play instrumental, so enough of that I do, but everything end up in the computer. But I don't like know where you can do everything from the computer.
Cause you did that say to me like one time about how you tell me say back in the days, like when Bob Marley did record that song. I whole of them did a sing
Yeah, one time.
one time.
Yeah, man. So them have to rehearse before them actually go record it. Cause you just have one time you record everything.
So dog make a mistake, him just
Start over.
Whole day thing that to them.
But that's why the man them musicianship was so good. Can you imagine if you have to
them have
practice
to
every
sing
time
together.
and build a skill to like, you know, some like how me just dance all the time when I work. That's why me can go in a session and move fast. Because I just do it so much. So, you know, the same kind of thing. But them time the man them discipline for real.
Brother, all right. This is how me done. All right. So like, I don't know if I can find one and show, but this a beer twist up, wire, button. How you, brother, you will see that have like 12 buttons side of each other. Yeah,
when
tell
you go
me,
to the bigger studio, them
where you see the long, like when you watch the Dr. Dre thing and you see like whole heap
like
of
the
buttons.
SSL them and them thing there.
What? When you listen to that sound, you know say yo, at the 500 button down the sun need for turn.
Yeah, cause like I said, over time you learn the different functions of the thing.
So
them,
people
it makes
really
sense.
use all of them button there, where you see in the studio.
No, especially like for mixing.
I think of decoration that
No,
dog. Big
that's some
man thing. You know.
expensive decoration.
You know, man, brother, this place was full of a button.
Some of them board they cost $1 million, you know? I don't know normal something there, man.
Me know musician equipment expensive.
Yeah.
Me see you do something with this like what is I don't even know what that name.
And compressor and them thing there.
And then a man would that say, yo, yeah, you hear a song and you say, yo, this the mix and this the master yet.
Yeah. Yeah, the different process them it have to go through.
So why the average man don't pick up say the song the mix and master?
I mean, because average person can't really hear through it. Sometimes a man will hear a song and don't know why him like it or why him don't like it. Probably just something in it that throw him off and him not realize. Even like technically, you have frequencies where you have to take out a people's voice to make the tone of sound annoying to the listener and them things. So that's where mixing and mastering important. But the average person, me play a song for you know, we have a bad frequency in it. And it just hurt your ears and you don't know why I don't like hear the song. But I probably just one of them something there.
What?
Mm-hmm. Frequency and them something. It's important, man.
That are the sides to me. I never did go school for this.
Mm-mm. That's whole heap of practice and research and
So you don't feel like say whole heap of people know we are produced don't know them thing.
yeah, most of them were produced no like not as knowledgeable because most people are use like the same templates of just do whatever just because. But that's the thing, like you have to put if you're gonna take something as your career for real where you're gonna make money off of, you have to really put time and effort in it because you can't take your consumers or your fans for that neither. People are spending money with you or you benefit off of this thing. Like you want to make sure you lock in and
like do it.
Yeah, that's why when me did so young, me miss out on so much things as a youth because me really just do them every day and I try be as best as me can be. Just I try like, you know, I just want to make the best drum track me can make or just the best sound me can come up with. Because I genuinely take it serious. Like I say, yo, people are paying me for do them something. You know,
Right.
Like, really
I make money now.
yeah, I can't take people them think for joke. Like just through my talent.
Same some
get
look on
better
things.
for real.
So do you think when an artist start get in tune to the producer side of things, you think it make him a better artist if he can produce really good?
I think it's good for understand it, but I feel like some artists pull that off good, but I feel like everybody need that the balance because I feel like artists need producer and producer need artists, and you know, because again, like what we mentioned earlier, sometimes you can't hear the vision, you can't see the vision by yourself.
Yeah.
So you know, like with the same GPP where you mentioned, like come up with the idea and bring it to Jada. And probably if me did just send her the rhythm alone by itself and just not say nothing, she probably wouldn't hear when me I hear. And it would have probably just me not like the rhythm or you know, or whatever. Or vice versa. Probably if she did bring it to me, I mean never think about it, whatever like this don't make sense. So and just like with anything else, you saying both I like one of the best in the world, but him they need a coach.
Yes, that is fact.
So, you know, so it worked that way that Michael Jackson did need Quincy Jones for the Thriller.
That is
And
fact.
still Michael and him a sing alone and him alone you hear, but you know you need that system there.
So who you look up to as like producers?
Whoa, whole heap of people, man.
Meta probably before you.
Yeah, most of them are
producers know have an end. like producers get better and better.
Yeah.
There's
No,
no like
only-
expiration date on producer.
all of the man before me, basically everybody, like from King Jammies, Steely and Cleavy them to me, Slan Robbie them, all of them. And like what's it, like even some of the modern people them was before me to Don Carleo and all them people. But everybody, I get influence from everybody who make good music.
You know, find yourself now. I like get into like the like the sound, the American song. Like me can hear a song. You like I always say, you hear a song, you know, a Jamaica.
Mhm.
Like you hear a song, you know, okay, this is a LA beat.
Oh yeah.
Like
You have them vibe there for sure.
Like so you can say Dr. Dre responsible for like that.
Mhm.
Where whatever I'm call it, chronic or whatever.
Yeah.
No, like how you produce. Like where you currently at work on right now, in terms of where you have to. Cause it sound like you have to work with various sounds at daytime.
Yeah, for sure.
So you have the reggaeton, then you have to go into the rap, and then you work with Jada whole heap now, so you still have to do the dancehall. But seeing that now, Jada, the GPP song of the jazz and blues American thing to it is a case where the sounds where you're there on influence you because you're here, or you'd have probably have the same mindset if you do that if you did like there somewhere else.
Probably a little bit of both, because me generally listen to a wide range of music, just upon my own as a fan. Some would I get influenced by it that way. But also being here and being in this industry, and like you said, working with different caliber artists and things, I always try to think back on a way how we can make it inclusive to my culture. So like for example, the perfect thing, when we do the song with John Legend with Jada Depan, we play him GPP. I was just like, yo, I just do this girl from Jamaica, blah, blah, blah. And him hear it, and I'm just like, yo, this is sick. Like, this is the vibe. I want her on this song. So it's like my intentional for no, say, yo, if we produce them thing a certain way and bridge the gap, it can help
everybody
bring the music over more in our side.
Because if you hear it, it's like, if you hear that I play, it's like, I want to hear what that person has said now.
And then I see enough American people that pick up on it. I see like, I read a tweet the other day, like some famous person, and was like, yo, what's the song where Shorty saying she put it down on the wrong one and now she got GPP and like, what's the song? And like people have to tell him, say, oh, this song. And, so it helps to translate when you're intentional about how you make it. Yeah. So so it definitely helped. The influence of being here, plus just me and listen to music generally help for sure.
Brother, I don't know how you do the producing thing because me, first, I love music, but sounds, you have to know what you do. The days already me see you, I manipulate the sound them. I never even know like you could have like take out like piece or something and drop in that and I know it take hours and see the turn you're saying like your little man cave. Where you just come here, you just
lock in.
You just lock in and you just put in your work.
All
heap of things we talk about today. I promise you say half I man them just not have no idea or a clue about either the business side of this or the actual producing side is to work with people and to see new things and go places because you end up one time you link you're there you say you're gonna like Colombia.
Oh yeah.
You have to go like you go over there say you work, you're there Atlanta over there, you work and then when you come back, so it's not a 9 to 5, it's more like a 24-hour day.
For real. Yeah, man, it's a never ending thing. But you know, man, just have to try find balance in it, but it always just ongoing.
Some people really believe, like say, all right, you have to do this, you not work.
No man, I only for work.
About 3 o'clock in the morning now.
Yeah, man. Most people don't realize, like, because, you know, the whole entrepreneur thing popular now.
Yeah.
But most people don't realize having a regular job way easier than for all of them creative things.
People have no idea.
I
mean, I got a regular work, you know.
I mean, it's easier now must mean better, but, you know, no people don't anticipate this takes so much.
Miss me with that. Right now, I'm a privilege because me are one of the first person them for interview you.
Yeah, because this is something with the
exactly. But no, people are going I try to forget, I don't know what me not ask. And if me never ask something on the backside. So, yo, respect in a dog.
Yeah, no,
thanks,
I mean, man.
Brother.
What's serious?
All right.
Yeah, no, and I mean, like, even what you are doing, like, super important and you're intentional with how you grow your career because like yeah, put effort in all of them something. And them something that
Exactly.
take real work. No people don't realize. Them think you just
People
turn
just
on the
think,
camera and just put up a video.
and people wanna don't know. So me link him, me and him are bridging, so we are reason and me I tell him say, yo, you know, me I go do the podcast and me I go keep on make it get better and better. So me
Yeah.
tell him say me nah go ask if you do it until it
Yeah.
get to a level where me feel like me want you do
Yeah.
it with me. So me invest in it and him are the good friend where give me the mic.
No, but no,
know?
so them thing you go, man. It
So-
just, cause yeah, do it for real. So,
And
you know,
that
it's important. And it's a good, what I say is a good example to for sure people say, like, you can pursue the thing then, but you just go all the way. Like, you go all the way, you set up and you think them
Exactly.
crazy. So, you have
So-
to be intentional with it for real.
so people don't see say me actually I put me all in this.
Yeah. Subscribe too. Cause me
Jesus
subscribe
Christ,
long
me
time.
that yo, Jesus Christ.
But subscribe from the podcast just start.
Oh,
So
God.
subscribe, notification bell, the whole thing.
All right.
Please.
Yo, respect, you know.
No man,
All right.
anytime.
Now me I got my yard to sleep. My work done.